position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Really, really good pursuit by the defense. It's tough. Once you roll outside the pocket, you kind of cut the field in half, and he's getting pursued by everybody. Nowhere to throw the football. Great chasing angles by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's loose. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Ball. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets...
Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quick.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw them the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get them going there.
From the gun, the ground game. And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Daniels. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He throws one to the left, and he hauls it in at the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Lagway. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's Daniels. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spin. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Texas offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Got it. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. DB's right up on the receivers.
Razor!
They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. Makes the catch, it's Daniels. At the 20, he's got space. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Gator! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game.
Oh, a lot of space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Looking for the end zone.